Okay everyone, in this episode it's very unique and special because this is about the cozy and futuristic tiny home design. And this is about my prom work from the one of AI platform, and I very impressful and I'm very get inspired from this AI generated design of the tiny home. And this is not only about one alternative design of the futuristic and cozy and attractive tiny home, but also it has several tiny home design inspiration and design alternative. Okay, let's watch this video. Well, this is about the impressful and it's amazing futuristic and cozy tiny home design, as we can look from this design alternative, especially for the first design alternative and design sample. We can look and about this tiny home. It's almost almost all this envelope is not using the wood or timber material. Exception maybe for the floor material or courtyard on the front of the entrance of the tiny home, but it dominates a curvy shape of the tiny home, especially for the envelopes and door and window on the entrance on this tiny home. And we can see for the second design of the tiny home, it's very impressive because it's very unique and it seems in like a usual tiny home or previous design of this channel. And I mean, this is about the cozy and futuristic tiny home because of the envelope design with high technology of the material making maybe. And we can see it's almost all of this envelope using the composite panel and transparent material. And in my opinion, it's not only using the um, ordinary glazing, but I mean it's using the high technology glazing system because of the shape of this glazing is totally curved. And I mean the curvy shape of the glazing needs special treatment to be well glazing for the um, weather or for the extreme weather on of the outside of the tiny home. And we can look for the third design is very impressive because of the shape is totally curved and almost frameless, especially for the edge and corner of the tiny home itself. Because of the view from the inside, we can embrace the nature, we can embrace the totally environment on the surrounding neighborhood location, I mean. So it was impressive and amazing. Okay, then this is the fourth design example. It's very great. I mean, it's look like great crystal, like a crystal tiny home because of the because of the shape of this tiny home is was impressive and it was great. And as usual in this episode, it's special for the envelopes or frameless or it's edgeless design of the tiny home. It's very aerodynamic, even if this design is almost boxy or rectangular, but the corner or the edge of the tiny home is very smooth, just like this. Okay, and then we can see for the another design. This is about the sixth. Oh, this is the fifth design. This is the fifth design. It's very impressive with artificial lighting from the inside of the tiny home. I like this photography and artificial lighting of my prompt work from one of AI platform because we can get inspired from the glazing position or glazing arrangement of the tiny home. It's maximizing the nature, maximizing the view of the outside of the tiny home itself. Then we can see again about this tiny home. It's similar with the previous design alternative, but the difference of this design between the another design in this episode is about the compactness of the tiny home mazing. And again, I mean, for using the maximum or almost of the envelopes is using the glazing or using the curved glazing is, I mean, it should be using the it should be use the high technology glazing because it has to protect the interior from the extreme weather outside. And I see about the uniqueness in this design alternative because of it seems like a amphibie. It's like a seems like an amphibie, or um, it seems like a Fata Morgana tiny home because it could blend almost totally blend with the environment. So this tiny home, even if this tiny home is futuristic design with a curvy or glazing shape, but the concept of this tiny home is to blend it with the nature, as we can see from the outside of the tiny home right now, and it seems like have a reflective maximum reflective for the environment. Okay, then this is about the another design of the tiny home. I like this because of this courtyard. It's very, I mean, it's the courtyard is very useful because of the user can enable to do activity. It's not only indoor but also the outdoor space, to maximum space for the outdoor with the family or the college and many more. And I mean, this is the modern futuristic style on the off-grid living area. I mean, because this is design is very simple, unique, and iconic. And to build this futuristic tiny home, I mean, it needs the high technology, or maybe it's just a prefabrication technology to build for every construction system, for every element, for every building element, even if it's only the small building, it's only the narrow space of the building, but uh, the high technology of material and high technology of construction is highly recommended for making this tiny home. So I mean, for the future, to making this futuristic tiny home cozy and have a lot of aspect for the comfortness of the living, it's need spatial technology or high technology to fulfill the requirement for the great living design of this tiny home. I mean, and it's not only about the shape, and it's not only about the iconic shape, but it's also consideration about the smart energy, about the efficiency energy for the long-term living, for using this futuristic tiny home, because it's very important for the human to living in it. Okay, thanks for watching, and please write the commenter below and wait for my next video, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.